Okay, this is going to be part 1. This is just showing the breaking the brotherhood between Judah and Israel. If we look right here in Zechariah 11, it says, I'll cut asunder mine other staff, even bands, that I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel. Okay, so you might say that this is Judah and Israel. The kingdom is Judah and Israel. Down here, Judah is the masculine, and the northern kingdom is the feminine in spiritual nature of it. So, let's go see in Ezekiel the breaking of the brotherhood. Let me see, Ezekiel 37. And what was it? 37:16. So it says, so we'll read this here. It says, Moreover, thou son of man, take one stick and write upon it for Judah, and for the children of Israel his companions. Oh, okay, so there's a leader of this Judah. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for the house of Israel his companions. Okay, so we got the northern kingdom and southern kingdom right there showing. Right there. Oh, not right there. Where'd it go? Northern kingdom, southern kingdom. So they each have a leader. One's called Judah, one's called Joseph. And join them to one another in one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. And when the children of the people shall speak unto thee, saying, Wilt thou show us what thou meanest by these? Say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel his fellows, and I will put them even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in my hand. Okay, so when's God going to join these two sticks, is what we need to find out. Okay. Go to... He's not going to join these two sticks until the age of grace is over. So, because he can join the sticks once the law is reinstated. Let's go over to Leviticus 16. And what was it? 16:7. God had Aaron do the ritual of the two goats, presenting the two goats. And it's going to be a shadow of what Jesus is going to do after the age of grace is over and judgment comes. Let's read it. But this is showing what Aaron did, but at the end Jesus is going to be doing this. And he shall take the two goats and present them before the Lord at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And Aaron shall cast lots upon the two goats. At the end, Jesus is going to be casting these two lots on these two goats. One lot for the Lord and the other lot for the scapegoat. The one goat is masculine and the other one's feminine in nature. The lot for the Lord is going to be the masculine, and the lot for the scapegoat is going to be the feminine. And Aaron shall bring the goat upon which the Lord's lot fell, and offer him for a sin offering. Okay, he's got the two goats there side by side. The first one, that male, is going to be sacrificed. But the goat on which the lot fell to be scapegoat shall be presented alive before the Lord, to make atonement with him, and to let him go for a scapegoat into the wilderness. That one's going into the wilderness. This one up here, he's dying before the wilderness starts. And Aaron shall bring the bullock of the sin offering, okay, which is for himself, and shall make an atonement for himself and for the house, and shall kill the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself. Jesus, this bullock here, will be, once the wrath has happened, and God brings judgment on the United States is the northern kingdom of Ephraim. Ephraim is represented by the bullock. So, the blood of the bullock, the dead who died during judgment, will be used. And it says, And he shall take a censer full of burning coals of fire from the altar before the Lord, and his hands full of sweet incense beaten small, and bring it within the veil. And he shall put the incense upon the fire before the Lord, and the cloud of incense may cover the mercy seat. We know there's a mercy seat in heaven. That is upon the testimony that he die not. Jesus don't need to die again. And he shall take of the blood of the bullock, which is the United States people who died, the blood of them, because of the wrath that came, and sprinkle it with a finger upon the mercy seat, eastward, and before the mercy seat shall sprinkle the blood of the finger 7 times. Then he shall kill the goat of the sin offering. That's the other anointed. That is for the people, and bring his blood within the veil, and do with that blood as he did with the blood of the bullock, and sprinkle upon the mercy seat and before the mercy seat. And he shall make an atonement for the holy place because of the uncleanliness of the children of Israel, and because of their transgressions and all their sins. And so shall he do for the tabernacle of the congregation that remaineth among them in the midst of their uncleanliness. It says, and he shall go out unto the altar that is before the Lord, and make an atonement for it, and shall take the blood of the bullock, those who died in the United States, the northern kingdom of Ephraim, and the blood of the goat, the other witness, and put it upon the horns of the altar round about. And he shall sprinkle the blood upon it with his finger 7 times, and cleanse it and hallow it from the uncleanness of the children of Israel, the northern kingdom of Ephraim, the bullock. And when he has made an end of reconciling the holy place, and the tabernacle of the congregation, and the altar, he shall bring the live goat. Okay, here's the other anointed. And Aaron shall lay both hands upon him. Jesus is going to lay both hands on the head of this other goat, and confess over him all the iniquities of the children of Israel, and all their transgressions, and all their sins, putting them upon the head of that goat. And shall send him away by the hand of a fit man into the wilderness. And the goat shall bear upon him all the iniquities unto a land not inhabited, and he shall let go the goat into the wilderness. Okay, let's focus on that for a second. This goat is going into a land not inhabited, then into the wilderness. Okay, the other one, sacrifice. This one's going into the wilderness. So let's go over to Revelation 12. 1. Okay, so there's the goat that was sacrificed, the man-child. A man-child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up to God and to his throne. Okay, there's the sacrifice of the one goat. What happens to the female goat? And the woman fled into the wilderness. She went into the wilderness, where she has a place prepared of God. There you go. What kind of place is it going to be? Let's go to Leviticus 16 again. She's in the wilderness, place prepared by God, and the goat shall bear upon him all the iniquities of a land not inhabited, and shall let go the goat in the wilderness. That just showed you the 2 goats. So we'll continue on that in a little bit.